You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Hey Tony, drop that. What, please?
I bet. Dr. Dre in the place to be. Co-rockin' shit with my homeboy Steve. After Roadium, getting stupid some. Yo, don't think that you can get none of Dre. The motherfucking doctor, the bitch hopper, the sucker motherfucking stopper. I'm fucked up, so don't mind what I'm saying. I'm just kicking it with Steve, Tony, A, and Susan. Yo, we be choosing dope shit to put in a mix. Know what I'm saying? We kick shit like and that's a fact. And if your shit ain't in the mix, you know it's whack. And that ain't no bullshit. I'm kicking facts on a serious tip. Word up, Dr. Dre's in full effect doing serious damage, boy.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 199. Damn, I'm about to hit 200. Other than that, you know what, let me just give you guys a couple of small announcements before I introduce my two special guests of the night. I'll be interviewing two. Once again, my DOCUMIXERY.com website for the moment is down due to, you know, some construction that we're doing. We're trying to add some new things, so it'll be down for a little bit. So have a little patience with that. DOCUMIXERY.com, it will be up eventually soon. For those of you that are still submitting music, thank you once again. I was going through emails today. If you do get called, once again, please be patient with us. It will probably be in mid-November because all of October is already booked. So if you do get contacted via email, it would be mid-November. So please be patient because many times people say, hey, I've been submitting my music for this long. Just give us time, okay? Other than that, Freaky Tales this Friday. I will be live, Freaky Tales this Friday with a special guest. Then Sunday, I will be celebrating my 200th episode with a good friend that we've been on each other since we've been teenagers. And he will be my very special guest, a West Coast legend. He already posted it on his Instagram. I wanted it to be a surprise, but if you guys don't know, then you guys don't know. Find out when I post up the flyer. Other than that, let me go ahead and introduce my very special guest of the night. Without further ado, La Sinfonia.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
The symphony, right?
What's up? The symphony.
La Sinfonia.
La Sinfonia.
Yeah,
La
right.
Sinfonia. And this is Arsenal and Seis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought he was Arsenal and I was Seis, but
Dispensa.
Es que los dos respect Arsenal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Hey, you know what? How you guys doing today, bro? Is everything good? How was your guys' day been going?
Everything's been going good, you know.
Man,
Like,
it was just a long drive to get over here, man.
For reals?
Yeah, for me it was.
yeah, because he was
I
Pasadena.
was in Pasadena and tried to get over here.
I live in Linwood, so I was just waiting for
Okay.
these guys.
I don't know why I thought you guys were, or at least I thought local, like around LA area, but you, of course, Linwood, so it ain't too far from
Nah,
you.
it's right here.
Okay. Have you grew up in Linwood all your whole life?
Nah. Well,
Okay.
part of it, but I grew up in East LA. That's
Okay.
where that's where we started.
That's where we're both from, yeah.
Okay. See, there it is, a little bit closer to me. See, when I think Pasadena, you know, I think Halloween Michael Myers because they filmed it over there. So that's what I think. But
So what's this Freaky Tales? You tell tales of like some scary stuff or what?
yeah, I should have been called Cocktails. No, I'm only playing. No.
Well, just play, man.
No, Freaky Tales is, okay, I grew up with a Mexican family that loves fucking horror movies.
Las Lloronas.
Las Lloronas, you know, fucking El Hombre Lobo, Dracula, Frankenstein, you know, a bunch of bullshit like Exorcista, all of that. Las Momias de Guanajuato con el Santo y Blue Demon and all those guys, okay?
Now you're talking.
Yeah, so I grew up with that. So growing up, I always wanted to do something that had to do with horror, but I didn't want to do it on this platform, so I said, let me start up another page. So I remember when I was promoting it on here, I had 1,000 subscribers already on the Freaky Tales page, and we had no content up there, so I knew people were waiting. So we get a good turnout. On that podcast, we average between maybe 600 to 850 people live.
That's dope.
And I have a guest, and all we do is talk scary stories.
Yeah.
You know,
we need to call it that. We have some scary stories.
yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Every Mexican family has a story que se me pareció el diablo.
Yeah.
Somehow, somewhere.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or La Llorona, que
Or La Llorona.
estaba dormido, and then one day my mom woke up and she was like, "Ay, mis hijos." She looked in the window. It was a lady in a white dress.
Right. We all have
And-
some kind of story like
Yeah.
that. So I took the initiative and said, let me just go ahead and start it. So we're supposed to be doing it every other Friday, but since it's spooky season, Halloween, I figured let me just do it every Friday for this month. So that's what we've been doing. So
dope.
everybody tune in to Freaky Tales podcast this Friday. I have another special guest. We're going to be talking about just murder. This guy investigates murders. So, yeah. But now, you guys, are you guys football guys? If you are, what's your team?
The Rams.
The Rams?
Here, dude.
Okay, Los Raiders.
Los Raiders and Los Rams.
Raiders.
You look, I'd rather be called, if I was a Raiders fan, Los Raiders instead of Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders doesn't sound
It
tough.
doesn't sound.
I don't want to
agree.
say what I
To me,
want to
they're
say.
still LA
but-
Raiders.
Right. Okay.
That's to me.
Yeah.
Right. So, like Los Dodgers, Los Dodgers.
Los Lawyers.
Los Dodgers.
Okay. Right now, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Stafford
Yeah.
for the Rams. He's fucking on fire.
Yeah,
He's
He's
a
killing
fucking
it.
beast.
yeah. I mean, he was killing in Detroit, but
Yeah,
he didn't have weapons, bro.
He didn't have a squad. Now he has
Yeah.
he has everything that he needs. So all he's doing is shooting into everybody.
Yeah, he good.
Yeah.
But DC's killing it too, though, man.
Who?
DC right now, he's ahead of the game right now, kid.
Who's that?
Derek Carr,
Oh,
homie.
that fool.
Shit.
That's the first time I heard DC.
It's DC.
I don't know.
You thought it was a UFC fighter, right? Oh,
I don't know. I
DC,
don't know
what?
I
He's
don't
playing,
even
he's
know what
playing
it sounded
football
like.
now? Or?
No, you know what? You know what? This year, okay. One thing about the Raiders that I will be honest, even though that's the team, the number one team that I dislike out of the whole NFL. Okay, but no offense. But I will say this: Chucky is a great coach, but this is his fourth year, and I said he better do something this fucking year, bro.
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it, and I just didn't think it would take him fucking almost 4 seasons to get it
But
going.
they didn't have the players, dude. The D is just like, this is the year for the D. They finally got a good line right there. And they're playing the way they're playing
Yeah.
with like 20 injured players, dude, including Jacobs.
Yeah.
And they're still killing it. Even
That's
though, I mean,
dope.
they've been close games, but they win.
Hey, a win is a win, bro. You
Yeah.
know, a win is
Yeah,
a win.
W is a W.
A W is a W.
You know, I don't care how you slice it and dice it. Like, I try to justify us losing to Tampa Bay, the Cowboys, okay?
Yeah. Also, you're the Cowboy.
Yeah, the Cowboys. See, I got my
No wonder.
Okay. For an example, we opened up against Tampa Bay. Our dude misses 2 field goals at 6 points. Then he misses the extra point, like he just missed the extra point on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's 7 points, and we only lost by 2 points.
Damn.
So,
Didn't they get the Monday night game?
Yeah, we just
Yeah, we did.
beat them. But that fucking Zerline kicker, that motherfucker missed our extra point. You know, even though we won by a lot.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is this: a loss is a loss, a win is a win, and we fucking lost.
Yeah. So everybody's like, oh, wow, they took 2 wins in overtime. Well, shit, they're an exciting team to watch, homie, and they still got the W.
Hey, they pulled it out. That's all I can
Yeah.
say. They won. Let me give a shout out to Kiki Smooth because he's a big time Raider fan.
Yeah. So
And-
we're Raider
What up,
Nation
Kiki?
right here.
Yeah.
What up, my boy?
And so now, where do you see, if you had to predict, I know it's early, before we change the channel, because everybody thinks it's just PTI right now. Okay. Where do you see the Rams? Playoffs?
I see him taking it all the way, for sure.
Okay, you got to believe that. You
Yeah.
got to believe that.
I see them in the playoffs soon.
What about Raiders? What do
This is the first time they start 3-0, dude, and they beat 3 teams
Yeah.
that were 10. Last season, they won 10 games in the playoffs. So I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Hey,
And
but
they keep
you
playing
gotta
the way
remember
they're
the
playing.
Rams beat the Bucks, the champions. So
Right.
But dude,
Convincingly.
convincingly, yeah, that too.
look, I don't like the other team from LA, dude, but I'm going to have to say this, dude. That young kid, Herbert, that fool's killing it, dude. So it's going to be a challenge for the Raiders. They got Monday night again.
Yeah, Monday night, San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's not San Diego no more.
Oh, it's the Chargers.
But we can
Chargers.
say there's from San Diego. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and say I think San Diego's gonna win. Who do you got Monday?
San Diego and who the other?
The Raiders. And they're 2-1. Chargers.
I'll
But
go
they
for
play.
the I think the Raiders are gonna get it.
They play good.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
go
gonna
for
be a good game.
I'm gonna go for the Chargers because Skinny's got their colors on. So
Yeah.
Get them out of here.
yeah.
Sácate, cabrón.
Okay, now boxing. Wilder and Fury are fighting again. Is that even a good fight, bro?
Nah.
Well, all right. So I think Fury's. I mean, Wilder's gonna get it this time.
Really?
I know the first one it was a draw, right? And then
I
the,
think,
the
yeah.
second one was
He just
Fury.
got his ass knocked out.
Yeah, ugly.
Yeah.
But now it seems like Wilder's coming back and getting more, got a new trainer. He's in shape, and Fury looks more like le estaba valiendo madre, and he
looks
knew
like-
it was supposed to.
Man, he has like a weird style of fighting, dude. He just looks weird. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Well, he's big and
yeah, that's the thing. I think Wilder looks more like a heavyweight, but boxer. And I mean, like, he knows how to move better.
well, actually, I think
But here-
Fury moves a little bit better. That's why he got him.
But here's my thing. If Wilder thinks that he's just gonna land that one punch and win like that, it's not gonna happen, bro.
No, dude, that fool has a crazy ass
Well, that's
chin,
why
dude.
that's why he has that new trainer, and he's I think working on that little tactic too.
Was it smart for them to take this fight after the last one he got knocked out? Because he hasn't fought since then.
I know.
It's been over a year.
And then it's a head game, I mean,
Yeah.
to get back in.
Well, I think Wilder
Okay.
don't get it.
That's what I think.
Wilder too?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
So that
I'm
means that
gonna,
you got Fury.
I'm gonna have to go with Gabacho. That fat motherfucker tiene cuerpo de do taco burrito.
Como está todo como aguado,
Yeah, exactly,
but
bro.
he still he moves good.
Yeah, I like him. He's a big dude that moves pretty damn good. You guys baseball guys at all?
Yeah,
it was just the
LA
Dodgers.
homie.
Los Dodgers.
Los Dodgers.
I just have to ask. Basketball. I know. I should already know, but I have to ask.
Lakers.
What?
Lakers.
Okay, see what he said?
Yeah.
See, that's why I have to ask, because I could assume that
Lakers.
we're all Lakers. But no.
No,
It's like you could assume we're all Raiders, but this guy had to be a Rams, right?
it's always been like that.
The
When
Rams.
we have the gatherings and everything. Everybody, all the whole family is always
You know what?
Raiders.
It makes the kickbacks good.
More exciting.
More exciting.
Shout
right?
out to Kiki Smooth. I went to his pad on the weekend, and
Nomás que
Everybody
nomás,
was Raiders.
yeah, just that sometimes que este güey no para, man. You know what I mean? Like, especially when he has a few win,
Right.
ya no lo callas. But hey, so if his team is winning, he's all up in your face. But when his team is losing, no calls, no nada, dude. He's just fucking hiding.
sitting in the corner.
MIA.
No, I was telling him I went to Kiki's house on Saturday, and he had all the Raider fans, only one Denver fan, and I was the only Rams fan. So
Okay.
you can just tell everybody, like, all the energy is like, looking at me. I'm looking at them, and then, but the good thing that they're cool. They were switching
Yeah.
the games. They were putting the Raider games, the Rams game, the Broncos game. So it was cool though.
That's dope. That's dope.
But we could coexist.
Okay, that'll work. So now, I know you guys said this earlier, but I'll just ask again. You guys are both born and raised in East Los?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. And both of you guys, elementary, junior high school, and high school over there?
Well,
No.
I did.
I couldn't go to Garfield.
Okay.
I had to go to Garfield, but I
¿Y eso por qué? Why is that?
Well, those days, homie, they were in the 90s. I don't think people understand how the 90s were,
I know.
dude.
Very true.
And it was mostly like house parties and shit. Remember
Uh-huh.
all that? And there was, you heard every weekend somebody died.
Yeah.
Very true.
Every weekend.
Every fucking weekend.
Every
bro.
fucking
If not, they got shot.
Yeah.
If not, they got
So
shot.
then when hating used to go on over there, it's like it used to go on. I mean, like
Yeah.
it
It wasn't
was on
social
the-
media hate. It
It
was
wasn't no net banging. It was just
Yeah, it was like
we see you, we see you.
we see you, we see you. So
it was real banging.
Real
Yeah,
banging.
so sometimes
Banging in the
you-
flesh.
You could say that you're hardcore and that I'm gonna go and but when you see 10 fools,
It's
15
over.
fools, it's like, dude. So me, I try to avoid where I knew I couldn't go. I mean,
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you went to Roosevelt, I take it?
I couldn't go there either.
Tampoco? Oh,
This
shit.
guy went to Montebello, bro.
So I went to
Just tell
Montebello,
him.
homie.
Okay.
So I went to Garfield.
You went to Garfield.
I went to Garfield.
Around the same time De La Hoya went?
No, a little bit earlier.
Okay. Oh,
He's
lovely.
older than me.
What about Mr. Escalante? Was he there?
Nah, I don't remember. I used to ditch a lot, bro. So either I was ditch, or I was in this fool's house doing some music or something. But
No
I'll go.
shit. Yeah.
I think his class was there. They scrapped his name outside that class. But
Right.
I don't know if he was still there. But
Okay.
I don't really remember.
Did you enjoy that movie?
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Now, I have to ask because I didn't go to Garfield. Me and my homie used to ditch and go to Roosevelt and Garfield because we thought all the fine girls were over there. Okay.
They were.
But yeah, I believe it. I believe
Roosevelt
it.
too.
Especially the disco days out there. We used to go to a place called Don Quixote.
Oh,
out
okay,
there.
okay,
That
yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
was popping.
I think
back
my
in the
brother
day.
used to go there. 'cause
Yeah,
he was older
bro,
than me.
popping with the high energy shit.
Yeah.
Shh. So, anyways, Mr. Escalante. I saw the movie Stand and Deliver. He had a bunch of great quotes. So was it filmed there at Garfield?
Well, what I heard, when I seen the movie, I seen parts of Garfield. I didn't see.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I think they filmed like different parts in different schools, but
okay.
Mostly in Garfield, like the class or like when they were walking by or whatever. But I think because I used to go to Stevenson,
Okay.
so I seen parts of Stevenson in that movie. So I remember they were filming stuff there, but I didn't know it was for that.
See, and it's kind of whack because you're making a school. I mean, you're making a movie about a school and a teacher,
Yeah.
but you go film at a different school.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucking whack.
Yeah.
You know.
It is what it is. It's probably
It's
just
Hollywood,
the,
man.
it's just probably
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
location. You know, like they can't get the angle they want or whatever. So that's what I think. You know.
It's Hollywood. Yeah.
It is Hollywood.
Yeah. You know, le echan crema al taco too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, you know, but that's the guy I would like to meet because I saw that movie. I really liked it a lot. You know, it's funny if you really think about it, bro. And I'm not trying to offend anybody because every time I speak up, somehow somebody gets fucking booty hurt.
Wait, hold on. Let's mute the mic, dude.
Okay.
And then he could say it.
Let's take Lou Diamond Phillips. He played a SA dude from East LA over there, okay? But you couldn't have gotten a real Mexican, bro.
Yeah.
You know, now for people that don't know, and no disrespect to him because he did a great job in La Bamba,
Yeah.
okay? But he's Filipino. Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh, he's Filipino?
Yes.
I thought he was like
No, Lou Diamond
Chicano
Phillips
or something.
is
No.
Filipino. Even in Young Guns, he plays a Native American.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so, you know, and then like, again, Jennifer Lopez, an amazing job with Selena, but you couldn't have found a Mexican girl. You had to find a Puerto Rican girl. Nothing wrong with that. They did an amazing job.
Yeah.
But I just think that when it comes to our roles, they take them away from us.
Yeah.
You know, like, again, not to offend anybody, you got that movie Dora the Explorer. You get a girl from Peru. And Dora's supposed to be Mexican. You know, so you take that
That's
movie,
true.
Cantinflas, which was a great movie. They got a Spaniard to play Cantinflas. He did an amazing job. But Raza lacks talent?
What the fuck, Hollywood?
Yeah, I mean, think about that, bro.
That's the same old story with Hollywood, though. I mean,
Yeah. I had Noel G here, who Fast and the Furious and a couple other movies, and he said that in Hollywood it's just Hector or Carlos. That's it.
yeah,
Honestly, Hector or Carlos.
that's it.
So you know, it would be like, and I'm just trying to make a point here. I'm not trying to like ruffle anybody's feathers. But can you imagine if saying, hey, you're gonna play a black guy, it's gonna be Tyrone or Clyde, and that's it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks, but that's Hollywood. So, anyways, moving on. Growing up, you play any sports?
Nah, not really. Oh, well, yeah, boxing. That was the only thing I used to do.
Okay,
I actually used to rap and box. And when I had a couple fights.
Oh,
like
no, yeah,
amateur.
you got to tell them why you stopped. Kid. You
Nah,
got to hear
nah.
this story. No,
No,
let's
no,
get
no.
into this story. Come on.
Well, I had a couple amateur fights. I was undefeated, right? So I was already like 15,
I messed up his
16, 17, and then I already had but I was doing pretty good. So what happened is that one day I went to, so when you fight amateur, you go to your fight not knowing if you're gonna fight or not because you have to have your weight class there.
Right.
It's not like they have, okay, you're gonna fight this guy, you know, this day. No, it's you get there, and then the guy, if there's a guy that's 140, you fight. That's it. It's not like, you know, that's how they pair you with the opponent.
Okay.
So sometimes you'll go to the fights and you won't fight because nobody your
match.
weight's there.
Okay.
So one day, you know, we had a fight the next day. So I was like, you know what, they will probably fight my weight. So I got all fucked up. I went partying.
He called me up and let's go. I was like, all right, let's go.
This fool took me, so, and then whatever. So the next day I get up, okay, I get ready, I go, crudo as fuck.
Damn, I wouldn't have fucking went, bro.
Nah, but I was
he
like,
still went.
Yeah, I still went. So I was like, fuck it, I know I'm not gonna fight, so whatever. So I was there, and back in the days there was no micheladas, nothing para curártela. You know, so I go, I'm just like, fuck
They
it.
hadn't invented Michelada.
Yeah.
Not yet, not that I know of. But so I get there and I show up to the fight, and my dad said, yeah, they found a fighter for you. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, son of a bitch, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? So my trainer's like, hey, start getting ready. I'm gonna start warming you up. I was like, oh, I go, fuck it.
Did your trainer see anything wrong with you as far as crudo?
Not really, but after the second round, he did.
Fuck.
So in my head, I was like, okay, so fuck it. I warmed up and everything, so I'm gonna go I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna try to finish this motherfucker on the first round. So I get the fuck out and go home and sleep.
Right.
So I jump in the ring. The first round, I'm fucking him up. Everything's going good. The second round, I'm just like, fuck. You start feeling that, that headache and everything. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to knock him out again. So this time, by the middle of the round, this guy started fucking me up, dude. Everything, and he almost threw me out of the ring.
No shit.
My dad was like, paren de madrárselo. He stopped. But they didn't stop the fight. I kept going. But he almost, they were fucking tearing me up.
Wow. And then pretty much after that, you just...
No, I still kept going, but there was one thing that one of my trainer told me. He goes, he knew that I do music. So he goes, you got to think about it, Rick, think about it. He goes, you want to do music or you want to do boxing? Because either or, you have to put 100%.
Right.
So I was like...
Like you can't do both.
That's what he told me. So, because boxing is you have to be committed, you have to be,
right,
shape, conditioning, and all that. So I was like, fuck, I'm going with music.
Okay. Seis, any sports growing up?
Nah.
Nada?
Nah,
no baseball, street?
Nah, I was more like that. Started off tagging, bombing, and all that.
Okay.
I had a bunch of homeboys that would do the same thing. A couple of them, became pretty big in the graffiti.
Uh-huh.
Right, and then just like any other kid, right? You start breakdancing, you get into tagging, and then you get into all the other shit.
Right. Okay, greatest Mexican boxer of all time.
Come on, what kind of question is that?
Well, I know the answers.
I'm interested.
Yeah, sí.
A ver,
dale.
Maromero Pais, nah.
Yes, Steve.
Nah, it's Julio Cesar Chavez, of course.
Okay.
Nah, Junior.
Oh, shit.
Nah, it is Chavez, though.
Yeah,
Okay, before we go into the rap thing, what do you guys think about Chavez Jr.?
Well, I don't... In the beginning, he had like a little spark going.
Right.
It looked like he had a kind of like a future going. But then I started seeing a lot of interviews where his dad would talk shit. He'll be like, this guy is not disciplined enough. He wants to go to the gym whenever he wants to. He's drinking, smoking it, everything,
I think to me, like, okay, this is what I think. I think that when you're born into a family like that,
sí,
it's already hard enough, right? And then when you got a dad, talking shit about you at the same time, in a sport where the dad's a crazy legend,
of course.
So now imagine like the pressure that he had, and then trying to prove not the people. Probably trying to prove his dad wrong. I mean, like, you got to also put that into the equation. I mean,
that's right.
And it goes like that for like a lot of artists. I mean, a lot of artists that they'll say, "Oh, wow, his parents are famous. Why isn't he famous?" I mean, like some of them grow up seeing all this madre that goes on, and they're like, "Fuck that! I don't want that." I mean,
right.
And then you got a few that do make it, right?
Right.
But more than usual, more than not enough, right? I guess. They don't make it because the pressure's on, right? Right from when they're little kids. So a lot of people, I feel like they shouldn't be speaking on, even though like, as a boxer, like, I don't think he was that great, but I still give him props for at least trying. I mean, like,
okay, well, he still became world champion.
And that's another thing. I mean,
and that's what he said is right, because I heard another interview where he was telling somebody that he couldn't deal with the pressure of his dad would overshadow him, and stuff like that too. But I mean, it all boils down to if you're disciplined or not to be boxing.
Right.
If you're gonna jump in the ring, you have to have the fucking conditioning and the air. That's the most important, because you can have all the skills you have that you want in the world and be the greatest boxer. But if you don't have no stamina, no conditioning, you're dead.
You're right. Do you guys think that Canelo's gonna pass up Chavez? Not in fights, but is in Mexico's greatness.
Fuck no.
One guy told me here, he goes, I believe Canelo is. And I said, nah, bro, you know what it is? Canelo's a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but there's something about him, and I'm telling you what people have told me. There's something about him. Él no tiene lo que tenía Chavez. There's something.
Yeah.
Chavez had that it factor.
Yeah.
There was something about him
right.
that whenever he fought, it was a celebration in everybody's homes.
It wasn't just Chavez, though, dude. You have fucking Barrera.
Of course.
Morales, yeah.
Of course.
I mean, all them cats, even Marquez, too. I mean,
Maromero Paez.
Hey,
Ese güey se vendió. Ese güey se vendió when he fought de la
Oh,
olla.
yeah.
Yeah, se
Ni le
vendió.
pegó and he was already falling in the
Exactly,
ground.
bro. So, anyways.
It happens.
Yeah. Your first memories, man, of being introduced to hip hop. What were some of the first songs when you first got introduced to rap? Again, mine.
Damn.
I was in 6th grade. Rapper's Delight. So yeah.
Me, it was easy.
Okay. About how old would you say you were?
Damn.
I
I don't remember how old I was. Maybe like 12, 13.
Okay, and you would say that was possibly the first time you actually heard rap?
From what I remember, you
Yeah.
said my
Right.
oldest memory,
Of
right?
course,
It
yes.
could have been something, but from what I
But-
remember,
but what stood
it's
out.
just hearing that Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
mine was I think it's like Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Beastie Boys, and I don't know if you remember this rapper. His name was MC Shy D
Of course.
from Miami, right?
Yeah.
So
And you got to be tough.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
isn't
one
it-
of the
Wasn't
first-
that after Easy?
That's 80 still. No, so
it was
Easy
before,
came out in
yeah.
88. It was a little bit before because that was when they had that fast up-tempo
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Beastie Boys came out before Easy.
You remember that song called by Fastlane? Young ladies drive me crazy.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
more like that Two Live Crew type of style. The Two Live Crew type of
Right.
with the hi hat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now that I'm remembering, see, I had heard all that, and then I heard Run DMC, but I think what flipped me was Easy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mine was MC Shy D and Beastie Boys. When I started hearing them rap, I started like, holy shit, this is something.
Right.
Then I memorized some of the vocals, like the verses they'll do it, and I was like, damn, I think I like this shit.
Okay.
And then I'll show them to my brother, and I'll be rapping to him. They'll be like, damn, this kid's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kept going, and then I heard Easy E, and then I started hearing all that fucking crazier shit, and
Right.
I said, fuck this.
No. At what age were you when you first decided, I'm gonna try to, start writing something?
Damn, I was like, probably like 13, 14, around there.
Nah,
But I mean, I didn't show nobody that I
Of
was
course.
doing it.
Okay.
I was trying to, do it.
Okay.
I was like 16.
Like 16, so you were in high school. Okay, and then what was it that you think motivated you to, other than those songs that you mentioned, did you have another friend that rapped? Did you have somebody there to encourage you, or was it just all on your own that you said, I'm just gonna try it?
Yeah, it was always all on my own. Like at that time, everybody was gangbanging, so
Yeah.
it was like a different vibe to everything. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I would just keep it to myself. There was nobody that I knew that rap until I met this dude.
Okay. So,
We actually were like the only ones, right? Like
Yeah.
and right there.
For a while.
so you would say around 16 is when you started to.
Yeah, me.
Okay. Now, how did you guys meet? I don't know who wants to tell the story.
Go ahead.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
No, or I could speak now.
Yeah, you can speak.
So right down on the street where I used to live in East LA,
Yeah.
I had a bunch of homies right there, but one of the homies, his name was Gilbert. He used to go to Garfield. Well, they all used to go to Garfield.
He was the only one that didn't go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one day he comes and he tells me, "Hey, he goes, hey, dude," because I kind of had showed him some of the stuff that I was writing and everything, right? And then he comes and he tells me, "Hey, there's this fool over here in Garfield doing he raps." I go, "All right, cool. Hey, yeah, no, that fool sounds like Snoop Dogg, like the Mexican Snoop Dogg."
No shit.
And I was like, "What?"
That was one of
He
my
goes,
idols right there.
So I guess this fool gave him a tape or
Like a little demo that
a
I used
little
to fuck
demo.
around.
And I heard it, and fuck, sure enough, dude. I was like, damn, this fool does sound like Snoop. Eh? And then there's some singing. I was like, God damn, he sounds like Nate Dogg too.
Oh,
They're
shit.
Like, fucking double the action right there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he goes, "Hey, do you want to meet him?" And I'm like, yeah, sure. Then we hooked up. But the thing with me at that time, I had no way of doing like my own tracks, instrumentals.
Okay. Right.
So at the time, like, and this was like before Pac was known, right?
Okay.
You know, like all that, the Tupacalypse and all that, before
Right.
he was blowing up, I was already listening to all that. So what I would do is I'll play his songs, but I wouldn't rap his shit. I'll start writing my own shit on top of, just because I'm hearing the beat.
Right.
I mean, so to me, I sounded like, fuck, I'm on point. I mean, and then I found out I'm like those fucking shower singers. I mean, like you're getting done in the shower and
Right,
shit.
of course,
and then
of course.
the music goes off and boom, you're fucking all out of fucking tune and shit. I mean, so this fool has some beats, and supposedly we go and record. And we had another homie too that I took with.
Okay.
I took him to his pad, and this fool had like a little ass drum machine.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
R
little one.
rhythm beat. What was it? The R.
I'm gonna tell you right now how we used to record. But so that first day, we go, and we're trying. He put the mic, and then he puts a beat, and we're right there trying to record. And then I'm all out. I'm all off pocket. I mean, but I don't hear that.
No pockets.
Like no pockets, right?
Right.
So this fool goes, damn, dude, I don't think I could work with these cats. So I go home, I never hear from this fool again, right? And I'm like, fuck, I think I fucked up. I mean, trying to flow. So then some time passed by, and then we ended up connecting again. And I told him, hey, let's record. And he goes, he was a little iffy, and he goes, let's try it out. And he brings the shit, and then I fucking drop shit, and he's like, what the fuck happened, dude? I go, I've just been fucking practicing, and writing shit.
Right, right.
So then I go, could you bring the studio over here? And he's like, yeah, sure. He brings the studio. It's that little fucking drum machine with a fucking karaoke machine,
No shit.
right?
And a little fucking piano.
And so what we used to do is we used to go, was it Target or Kmart?
No, Target, I think.
Okay, here's what I want to do. Let's hold that thought. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna pick up right where we left off.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Target really quick. That's what they said. So once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that La Sinfonia is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch. Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 199, and we're going to go ahead and just jump right back into it with La Sinfonia. So we have somebody that went to
Target.
That's where we left off. So he brings over a small drum machine, karaoke machine, and what else? What did you guys go to Target for?
All right, here we go. Now, kids, don't do this at home. But you know what? You probably can't even do it because
They don't exist anymore.
They don't
They're
exist
obsolete.
anymore. So we used to go to Target, and we used to fucking grab packs of TDK cassette players.
Yeah.
Cassettes. Throw them in our pocket and walk the fuck out.
Mm.
And the reason why we needed packs and packs and packs was because we used to use the karaoke.
Okay.
And so we used to record like the first main vocals. We used to record it with the beat. And then we would get the tape, flip it to the other tape, get another tape, and do the dubs on the tape. And then flip the other tape, and then do more dubs on that tape.
The hook.
And the hook. And then flip it again. So, but by the time we were done with all the damn ad-libs and everything,
Right.
all you hear is,
No.
but we will still bump it. The homies were still bumping the shit in the car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. You know, a lot of people think that, you know, when you get started in the game, it's like you right off the get go, you're gonna go to a big ass studio and everything's all pro'd out, right?
Yeah.
Nah, that doesn't happen. It happens very, very few. It does happen, but very, very few. For us, it started like in my little room, and then I ended up moving to another house where the garage was my room, and then we set up everything there. We called it the dungeon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no air conditioning, hot as fuck, and we'll be just sweating and out, drinking and recording our music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so now, you guys record this on a karaoke machine. Now, how many people you say are there? About 2-3 people, other than you guys?
In the beginning, it was just me and him.
Okay, just you and him. Now, so now you recorded, you play it back. Did you like hearing your voice?
Sometimes.
Yeah, he did. He loved himself.
And you?
Me too. I love myself.
You love me,
you
so
know
me.
what? You know what? In this game, dude, you got to be confident about yourself. I mean,
that's right.
or
Okay.
you won't make it. I mean,
Okay, so now you guys show it to the homies, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how soon after, but let me ask you this. What was their opinion about you guys?
Okay. Well, I'm the only one that had a ride back in those days. So whether they liked it or not, that's all they were gonna hear. You know what I mean? So if they didn't like it in the beginning, you know, by the end of it, they were like, "Shit, play it again.
Play it again, yeah.
Play it again. Play it
Okay.
again." So
And were these original beats that you guys were creating with the drum
yeah,
machine?
yeah.
So that's what I'm telling you. I had, well, shout out to my brother Cisco. One day he that fool got a job somewhere in downtown, and he's like, hey, next door to where I'm working, there's this music place. They have all kinds of stuff. He goes, but this guy was telling me, because he'll tell him that I rap or whatever, but I used to just rap over instrumentals, like the B side of a tape. So this guy, he's like, he'll see me like struggling there, and then one day he just came home and he was like, I got you this shit. And then I started.
What was it?
The drum machine.
Do you remember? Oh, the small one.
Yeah, it was like a Yamaha Rhythm something.
Okay.
It's like the sounds weren't great, but it worked for us. I mean, we didn't have nothing else.
Well, yeah, it was something to at least get started on.
Yeah.
You know. Now, how soon after that was the mafiosos
that
formed?
that was way after.
Okay. Okay.
So
Walk us through it.
Okay, so when we were doing all the tapes and all that,
Right.
we were rapping English, and that's when DPG, Snoop Dogg, Dre just blew it up with the Chronic,
Right.
and you know, so we do like everybody else. You don't start with your own sound. You mimic people that you look up to and listen to their music, right? So we kind of had that West Coast feel to it. Then one day we go to we went to a party at, I don't know if you remember this, but because right now everything's changed. But on First Street, like right before you cross the bridge to go to Boyle Heights in downtown, I think those lots are still there, but everything else like just straight remodeled, right? Like they got condos now and all kinds of shit. So we go to a party right there in a loft, and then some other guy, I forgot his name, K1.
Yeah, K1.
He knew that we rap, and he just comes out of nowhere. He goes, "Hey man, there's some other fools rapping on another loft. And we're like, shit, well, fuck it, let's go check it out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We get there, and they have a cipher going, and they have a mic hanging from the ceiling down, like, you know, like the when the boxing announcers and all that shit.
Right.
Like
They had it
that
like
LL Cool
that.
J, I'm gonna
And they-
knock you out.
Yeah. So then there's some fools that are straight dancing, and some fools just walking the cipher. Everybody's walking in a circle. Whoever wants to go in the mic, boom, and they had the beats going.
Original beats.
Original beats.
Okay.
So we go and then we hear them flowing, and we go to the fucking mic and we start doing our thing, right? And then I don't know if it was Motivate or was it or Will.
I think it was Will.
So one of them was, damn, dude, you guys don't rap like the Mexican rappers. I mean,
Right.
and I was like, what do you mean by that?
Right.
And he goes, no, you guys got like this different flow. And he goes, hey, we're recording here all the time. You guys should come by. We're like, oh, hell yeah, dude. You know, we saw the setup they had. They had all kinds of equipment. That the DJ, his name was Motivate, and he was the one doing all the beats. He had a MPC 1000. That's where I first laid my eyes on an MPC.
On that beauty.
Right.
And I was like, what is this? Right? And he walked me through it. Like, dude, this is how you sample, and this is, you know, you mess around with the pads and all that. I was like, damn. So we're right there. He's showing us beats, and here comes that guy that you know, he told us to come down.
Right.
He comes in with a newspaper, and he goes, yo, check this shit out. And he starts fucking rapping, rhyming, but he's reading the fucking article, right? And we're like, what the fuck? We had never seen that before. I mean,
Right.
or heard somebody do that. I was like, fuck. And then he's hearing us rap, and he's like, dude, you guys that got this style, I think you guys should be checking out these rappers. And he started putting us up on game with the Far Side, right?
Okay.
And then East Coast rappers,
Common.
right? And we're like, whoa, like we got exposed to that. That was like the first time. So then our style started changing because Motivate would do those kind of hip hop beats with like samples and shit. They were more West Coast than East Coast, but they were still rugged, like the East Coast type beats, right? And then this guy Will goes, hey, you know what? They were called A.DA Clan before.
Okay.
And he was like, dude, we're signed to Ruthless. I'm gonna try to get you guys a meeting with Easy.
Okay.
And we're like, Easy, holy shit. And I mean, like, he's a fucking big time idol. And I mean,
Like Easy?
like Easy? I go, yeah. And then by the time we were supposed to meet him, that's when he got sick. I mean,
Oh, okay.
so like, and you know what? Through our fucking music lifespan, it's like little shit like that would always happen to us. We're fucking this close, and something always fucking goes down and just kills it for us. I mean, so then we got a little sad with that, but we got exposed to a lot of shit right there. We met all the other guys that were part of the. There was some other fools that were dope as fuck. They were called Blood of Abraham.
Blood of Abraham.
Yeah.
Blood of Abraham.
I believe they were Jerry Heller's nephews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some white dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even there, we were like tripping out on them, right? And so we kind of kept going over there, but then somehow, some way, I fuck it in. The homie right here, Malo, aka Skinny. Fool goes, hey, what do you guys need? We went to Guitar Center, and I told him, I need that. And it was the MPC 2000. Well, got that shit, dude. It took me like 4 weeks. 4 weeks, and boom. And then I start doing these beats, and this fool comes down, and he's like, well, let me see what you got. And I showed him to him, and he's like, holy shit. Like, you did this shit? I go, yeah, dude. It's just I'm the type, like, when I get focused in something, like, I don't care about anything else.
Right.
So I had that shit down. But that's when we were ill fame, huh?
Yeah.
So
But we
doing-
forgot to tell him Will is Will from the Black Eyed Peas.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so A.DA Clan,
We're Black Eyed Peas before.
at that time they had,
Oh,
it was the three of them, but some other fool, Mookie, was right there.
Mookie, yeah. So he's from Burning. He got into Burning Star. I don't know. what
Burning
that-
Star, yeah, some other stuff. But yeah, they ended up being Black Eyed Peas afterwards.
Wow.
And Will was the one that tripped us the fuck out. Like, they could flow, man. It just, they did their thing.
Right.
Which I don't fucking. I can't talk nothing down on that because they became fucking very successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's not the type of music that they were doing at the time when we met them, but
Right.
of course you fucking evolve. You want to be in the fucking music game.
Right. They switched it up.
Yeah, you switch it up, and hey, if you're fucking living it 24/7 and you're making money off of it, then you're successful.
Well, you look at guys like Pitbull. You know, they didn't always rap like the way he did now. He used to try to do some hard shit before.
Yeah, that guy, I give him props because he could flow too.
Yeah, he could flow.
That fool could fucking flow, and cool as fuck too, dude. We did a show with him in Denver, like we were his boys for fucking years, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, just got this fool all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, leading up to now, it was just you two. Now, lead us up to Los Mafiosos, your first group.
Okay. So one day we're doing the English shit, right?
Right.
Fame, we're like on to like fucking Mob Deep and all that, right?
Right.
And those types of beats and shit. And then we just decided, shit, no one's doing Spanish anymore at the time. Yeah, sure, you Control Machete had come out like a year or two before, right? But over
Here, this side, nobody was doing it.
But you had Sinfo from the Mexicans.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But then there was a gap where like you weren't really hearing anything.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I heard Control Machete. I was like, fuck, yeah, they're from Mexico and they're killing it. I mean, I like their shit. They kind of reminded me of like fucking Cypress Hill. I mean,
Okay.
but in Spanish. And I told this fool, hey, we should try doing a Spanish song. And then that's when Malo came around. And he goes, well, fuck it, let's do a group. And we'll start off by mixing English and Spanish, right? We were called Los Mafiosos.
Around what year would you say was this when this was taking place?
Or like 2000, huh? 99, 2000?
Wasn't it like 99 though?
Like 99, 2000.
Like almost ending of 99.
Okay.
Going to the 2000s. Yeah.
Okay.
So then we start doing that, right? And then keep in mind that when we're doing shows, they were all underground, but we had like a cipher, like, you know, like
Right.
a whole crew that we would do shows with. Some of them became successful in Spanish. But before that, we said, fuck it, we're gonna go to the same fucking shows where it's underground shit, all English, right? We're gonna go
rock that shit.
and we're gonna just fucking drop some Spanish shit. Fuck it. If they like it or not, then you know.
Right.
They're gonna laugh at us, but
They're gonna laugh, oh, like look at these fools, whatever. And we didn't give a fuck. We're just doing the music that we wanted to do, right? So we start doing those shows, and sure enough, dude, like they were doing fucking pits and fucking rocking out to that shit. Like what the fuck? They like hard, you know what I mean?
we had that one song.
Yeah. And then, yeah,
Criminal, matón,
loco.
Yeah.
Abre tus ojos, puto. Prende tus We did that one. That was the first one that we did all Spanish. And it was just like, it sounded like rock, but fucking hip hop.
hear the whole album.
So we started killing it with that.
Okay.
And we were like, fuck, you know what?
What was the response that you guys were getting?
That
It
we
was
have-
mostly live. The one we'll get the response, we'll get it when we're doing it live,
Live.
because
Right.
everybody was doing the same fucking shit.
Right.
So, yeah.
Doing the hip boom, 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 like mimicking or
Right.
like woo or whatever. Then we'll be in between. We'll be like, and then you'll hear like, "Da-na-na-na," then we'll be like, "Quieres hacer criminal?" We'll just start rocking it in Spanish, and everybody will be like, "What the
At
fuck
first
is
they'll be
this?"
like, and then before you know it, they're all fucking jumping. Oh, what the fuck? Fucking pitch. Yeah, getting all crazy, dude.
Dope.
So we just, after that, we just decided just to do more Spanish.
Okay. How long did the Mafiosos last?
It was like 2 years maybe? Or, yeah, but you know what? Because before we got signed to Sony, we got signed to Universal.
Okay.
Right? And that was like a little after like Los Mafiosos, but me and him, we were going back to El Fame, but we're instead of El Fame, we started calling us La Mala Fama. Right? But we were doing hardcore, like hip-hop, rugged shit, but in Spanish.
Like
And then,
underground, like
yeah.
rough beats. It was nothing but samples. We didn't have
Yeah.
nothing. It just sounded like a straight gutter New York type of beats
All
with
Spanish.
Spanish rap.
And so, and
nothing
here-
commercial.
Yeah, and so here comes the homies Ackwitt, right? opened the fucking doors up again.
Shout out to Aqua.
Because nobody was getting played in the radio, dude.
Right.
Nobody.
Right. You're right. Right.
Nobody was. So these fools, you gotta give them props. They opened up the door, and before you know it, we had a little bit of time where we stopped working on shit. I was like, you know what? Nothing's popping for us, dude. I'm just gonna get back to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then I get a call from this cat, and he's like, yo, I'm over here with D. Salas, and he says that if we do like 2-3 songs, he might be able to get us a deal. And I'm like, and that's where his sister comes into play. He tells me, hey, my sister's gonna be doing the hooks with us.
And this is still for the group Mafiosos,
No,
correct?
Mala Fama.
Mala Fama. So we went from
Mala
Mafiosos.
Mafiosos to Mala Fama.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
Because at the time,
And so, okay, so the song that ended up blowing up for us at the time was Inseparables. But the first version that we had for that song, it was like hard as shit. I
That was
mean,
Mafiosos.
Yeah.
It was a Mafioso song.
No,
was
it was La Mala Fama.
Oh, yeah.
It was La Mala Fama, but it was hard as fuck. I mean, like with the beat and everything. And then we get there and we hear this old school fucking sample, and I'm like, fuck it, we're gonna use this shit.
Right.
I ended up telling this fool, we're not gonna use their hook. What I heard was the verse. I go, fuck, we're gonna use the verse as the hook. And that's what we ended up doing. Then David came out with producing the beat. And I go, you know what? I told this fool, I think these lyrics fit on this shit, even though it sounded fucking hard on this other one, right? And then we tried it, and sure enough, like it just fit. I mean, so we were called La Mala Fama. We did do like 2, 3,
Yeah,
4
but
songs.
I think the
right?
name was Taken or
Yeah, so what happened is we got signed to, so D. Sala showed the music to Universal, and Universal was like, shit, bring him over here, right?
Yeah.
And then us, not knowing shit about contracts, we ain't never fucking dealt with nothing like that. That fool pulls out contracts and fuck it, we're gonna get signed to Universal, so we just signed them, right? And then they brought out, and that's the homie Abusivo. He was signed to Universal too, and they brought him out because he was already there first.
Right.
And then I don't know what was going on, but this fool kind of like, he said, you know what?
Well, they had a lot of artists signed.
Yeah,
They had like already like 7 acts in Spanish. So it was like.
So he was trying to put like trying to tell us like, I have to put you in the back burner. I mean, and then we were like, fuck, yeah, like, what do we do now? We're stuck right here, right? And then we hear that Sony wants us. And then we go and have a meeting with he was the president at the time of the Universal Latino.
Oh.
And then I go, hey, dude, we feel like you're not going to do nothing with us. He goes, all right. Like, he already knew. He goes, look, I already know Sony wants you guys. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do to you, what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to avoid these contracts so you guys could go sign with them. And I looked at him and I go, what? They had us for like 5 albums, dude. And that's like the only time, one of the only times where somebody in the industry like did us a mean paro right there, you know what I mean?
Right,
like, he didn't have to do that.
Right.
He could have just kept us in the back burner, never fucking release us or nothing. He goes, I'm a fan of you guys. I want your shit out. My hands are tied right here, so I'm going to avoid these contracts
Anyone like this.
and go to Sony. And we're like, oh.
Get out of here, kids.
The following week, we're at Sony. Same shit, signing the contract.
Hey, but you know what's crazy? That you know, you go to a record company, and the record companies is always like, oh, the A&R found you, or this and that. Nah, homie, the fucking president from the fucking Sony was our fucking #1 fan. The president of Sony. I'm not talking about the vice president or you know, anybody else there. It was
You know what? We got there,
it was dope.
and the people that were there, man, they treated us like family.
Yeah.
And then again, like I said, you know, it's fucking close. Shit goes down. What happens? Sony buys out BMG. Becomes Sony BMG.
Yeah, they merged.
So all the people that were fucking behind us,
Right.
boom,
Wow.
done.
Fuera.
And here comes, they kept all the people from BMG. Don't get me wrong, we met some people that were good. I mean,
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like, you know how it is, like, if you're not an artist that they brought to the table,
Yeah,
I mean-
they don't give a shit.
but I will tell you this. They were like, look, they were like, we're not going to lie. When they started with that, I was like, shit, we're getting cut.
Right.
You know what I mean? He goes, we're not going to lie. We're going to keep only 5 artists. And then he's mentioning fucking Vicente, Alejandro Fernandez, and
Right.
But the 5th one is you guys. And I was like, what the fuck? That tripped us out again, right? Okay, so we got a little bit of life left. I mean,
Right.
I took a breath and go, all right, here we go again. And so at the same time, it's like, we're hitting number 1, dude, on the radio.
Okay, and under what name of the group again?
La Sinfonia. No?
Okay, so
See.
when we signed to, this is what happened. So we signed to Sony as La Mala Fama.
No.
Yeah, we did. So I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Mention Bill Marin. You have to mention Bill Marin.
Well, Bill Marin was trying to do the mafiosos thing, dude.
Right, but he came and helped us to glorify to get into Sony. That's when you guys did all this stuff. He did.
No.
I mean, just go ahead.
continue.
Just,
Right, look. So we have a meeting with Sony, and they're like, "Hey, dude, we got some bad news." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Hey, it turns out like La Mala Fama's taken,
right.
right? Somebody else is using it, and it's like, do you guys have like
A backup.
a backup name?" And we're like, he goes, "No, they win. Do you guys have a list of names?" And we're like, "No, but we're thinking La Sinfonia." And they were like,
No, fool. They give us time, and then we're rolling in the car.
yeah, and our list was like three names, I think, but they were expecting like a long ass list.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
okay.
mean? And he was like, "Fuck, 3." He goes, "Yeah, but the number 1 is that one right there."
And they're like, fuck yeah, that's it.
Then that's it. He goes, "Let me go check something." They went. He goes, "It's not taken." All right, let's go with that.
That's
You know?
it. It was just like,
But and that's the name. That's the why it was number 1, because that's the name that we put thought into it, right? We're like, fuck. Well, we kind of are a fucking symphony. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got shown. He's an instrument. I'm an instrument. His sister was an instrument.
Okay, when did the sister come in? When you guys went with Sony or you guys were with the other label?
With Universal too.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had already done the song Inseparables. That the first one that she was. That's the first one that she hopped on.
Okay.
Turned out to be the single. And then, so the 3 of us got out of Universal. We went to Sony. We got signed to Sony. And then we picked a name, and they were like, "All right, so let's roll with it. What do you guys got?" We showed them some of the songs. We started recording other songs, and we already had Inseparables.
Who was
in
producing
mind.
for you guys at this time?
D. Salas.
Okay.
No,
And then we would be working.
Well, actually, he did most of the songs, but like at least 5 tracks on the album, I produced them.
Okay.
So, but it was
yeah,
it was mostly-
yeah, he did. He produced. It was like a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. And for the fans, what was the name of that first album again?
El Dolor, La Lucha y El Triunfo.
Okay. Now, for the people that are fans of your sister, and I wanted to know what we'll get into, like why she's not here later on the next one. Pero when you guys, how did she join? Did you just ask her? How did that come about?
My sister, she's always been singing. Well, she started singing when she was little, but she was always into like my parents are both of them are singers.
Okay.
My dad and my mom were like a duet when they were younger, and they used to sing like in little places here and there. So with mariachi. So then my sister's she was always there, you know, catching on. And then she got her own little, you know, singing stuff, and she started singing. And then she eventually she got better and better and better. But I never thought that she was gonna, you know, be with us. But as soon as we, you know, did the first track, it kind of clicked. You know what I'm saying? Like everything
Yeah,
went together.
because she was singing mariachi. You know what I mean? And
So did you just say, "Hey, I want you to try it," or like how did you?
I just got her and took her to the studio.
You're gonna go with me? Let's go. All right. All
I
right.
just took her, and from there, it was just like, she was a little bit confused before because, I mean, in the beginning, because, you know, rap is always on tempo.
Right.
Mariachi is always like it's off.
Yeah, it's totally different.
It's totally different. So she was
it's a 3 count.
yeah. So in the beginning, she was a little bit confused, but then eventually, she started getting the pockets. So
Dope. Okay. At what point in time did you guys start doing shows when you got to Universal? Before that, as far as shows are concerned.
Like-
shows like with
Sinfonia
La
type of
Sinfonia.
shows?
Yeah, La Sinfonia
So
stuff.
that really started kicking in when we started doing, when we were Sony.
yeah.
Okay.
And so we finished the album. Look, we showed this one song to one of the A&Rs at Sony, and that's the song fucking Abrázame Fuerte. And when he heard it, fool started crying. Huh?
Yeah.
Fool was like, damn, like I ain't never heard nobody like
Really?
put like such emotion on a track. And I mean, that's what he goes, this has to be the single. And I'm like, you know what? I think we got to start with a hard one. I mean, like up tempo, more up tempo. And we were thinking go with Inseparables and then release Abrázame.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a good move because later on, like we find out, because first, Abrázame is a Juan Gabriel song.
It's
right?
a sample.
Right.
And the thing about that is like, and I'm always appreciative of the situation, what happened, because they showed the song to that fool. Because
Just imagine they show
I
our
mean-
song to this fucking icon.
Yeah.
right?
Juan Gabriel.
And that fool's like, okay, but I want 100%.
Yeah, I believe it.
And I was like, all right, now what I mean by 100%, I'm talking about
that's his
publishing.
fucking song.
Yeah,
So
what-
even though we wrote our own shit, like we didn't get
Yeah,
nothing.
whatever the song makes, he wants it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that Rick James did to MC Hammer with You Can't Touch This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, MC Hammer said, okay, fuck it. The whole album's going to sell.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. But, so, and then the other thing was too, like, every time we performed the song
Live.
on TV,
Yeah.
he wanted 1,500 each time, right?
Really?
Aparte from the 100%.
Yeah, aparte de todo lo que tenía que
so
ganar,
even
quería
though,
más.
so this song, to me, this song blew up way more than Inseparables did in radio. To the point where you got Daddy Yankee hitting with Gasolina at number 1, and that's the only song that's taking him off of the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
And that was the song again, Abrázame.
Abrázame muy fuerte.
And what sample was that from?
Juan Gabriel,
Abrázame muy fuerte.
Abrázame muy fuerte.
But you just pretty much just named it.
I just called it, we called it Abrázame Fuerte.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And so, but what I did is I chopped the shit out of his song. I mean, I used like one line different than him. Like I switched it so it could sound more like To Us. I mean,
Right.
but yeah, and that song was. I think if we would have done a video to it, it would have probably hit even more
Okay, why wasn't there a video?
because of that. Because every
Because
time
he
they
was-
were gonna play the
yeah.
video, they would have to pay
Oh,
him $1,500
hell, so
every time. So imagine if it was in heavy rotation,
Yeah.
how much fucking feria that fool was gonna make.
Hey, remember that radio station Super Estrella?
I sounds familiar.
Remember a long time ago, it was like it was Latino 96.3. Even before Latino.
Before Latino, though,
Yeah, it
because
was
there
Super
was none.
Estrella. It was
Right.
Super Estrella, and then they started with Inseparables.
Okay.
That shit went number 1, but it was not like really what they played. But as soon as they put Abrázame, that shit fucking skyrocketed, bro. It was just like little by little, they do the little countdowns. Okay, number 1 song right here.
Right.
I'll call this. Hey, dude, we're number fucking 1. And he's like,
That's
can
true.
you? And he's like, I'm not fucking surprised. He goes,
That's a
that shit
badass
makes
song,
me.
dude.
He goes, it makes me fucking cry all the time. And
One of those songs.
but they
No, it's because we put a lot of emotion to it, and it was like our personal life. Know what I mean,
Right.
But it, when you do songs like that, there's people just get attracted to it, and they gravitate to it, and they feel it. Know what I mean,
Isn't it funny that you guys sampled Juan Gabriel? Okay, that went number 1,
Yeah.
and then you got Aquid still performing Te Lo Pido Por Favor.
Well,
Juan
the
Gabriel,
other one.
and then that's when it went number 1. That's like their biggest song.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you that fucking Juan Gabriel was a fucking amazing fucking
Artist, yeah.
artist, bro.
he he was a dope ass writer.
You know, when people ask me, when people who are not of Latin descent ask me, who was Juan Gabriel if he was an American singer? Like, who would you compare him to? I would say this, and then you guys correct me, and you give me one, and then you give me one. I said he was probably like the Michael Jackson of Mexico.
I say more like an Elton John.
Ooh, I was gonna say that same thing. Elton John.
Okay.
Because Juan Gabriel, his shit was
Okay,
more musical. Like,
I'm gonna tell you guys a secret.
Okay.
And even though I think Juan Gabriel is a crazy icon, right? I'm gonna give you homework.
Okay.
Listen to Abrázame
Okay.
from Juan Gabriel, and then listen to Elton John. Sorry is the hardest word or something like that.
oh yeah, that one sounds similar to.
It's dude. I think Juan Gabriel bit Elton John. Dude. That's our little secret. I mean,
probably did.
even the
I
top
mean,
hits got to do it.
Yeah, even
at
the
a
top
point.
hit. Yeah, I mean, everybody does it. Everybody be borrowing shit from everybody. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a fucking secret. Everybody.
All right.
Don't fucking act like you don't fucking get shit.
All right, we're gonna.
And I know some of you motherfuckers got shit from us. So we don't care. Though,
All good, all good. So for me, it was Michael Jackson, pero.
Yeah.
All right, and I guess I'm talking about his fame wise, not
yeah.
necessarily, his dancing and all this shit. But I'm talking about his fame wise.
Okay, yeah. No, I could see it like that.
Okay,
too.
so we're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We're gonna come right back with La Sinfonia. Once again, call somebody, take somebody. You know the rest. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't fuck around.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them, because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental Hollywood. Check them out.
You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch. Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 199, and we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with La Sinfonia.
Yep.
So, we have Abrázame Fuerte is number 1, okay? What was the next single? How many singles did the label actually release from that one album?
Like, I want to
3,
say
no? 3.
4, maybe.
The third
Because
one.
then there was Maldita Seas, and then the one was Infiel too.
Okay. Abrázame Fuerte was number 1. What was number 2?
No, number 1 was Inseparables.
Okay, that was the one
That's
that
the
released
one with the
first?
video, yeah.
Okay, then you dropped the second one.
Abrázame,
Okay, and then?
Maldita Seas,
Okay,
and then we went with Infiel, which was a sample from Alejandro Fernandez.
okay. And did you guys, obviously you guys had to clear that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
he heard it too, and he was
Yeah, because
like-
he was
cool with it.
he
was signed to
He was
Sony.
signed to Sony, so they actually took it to him, and he like, they could that's just dope. Let him use it.
Yeah.
Now, how far did La Sinfonia go with that album? Like how far? Excuse me 1 second, let me know. Good? Okay. You guys travel all over the U.S.? Where did you guys go with
All
this?
over the U.S. Yeah,
Okay.
we were hitting like almost every state for a while. Like it was nonstop.
Okay.
We'll come back, and then we had to chill like 1 or 2 days, and then jam again.
Jump back on the plane.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys travel to Mexico?
Nah.
At the time, no, because
Okay.
at the time, it wasn't like right now. Like right now, it's in Mexico where it's hitting.
Right.
Right. You got all kinds of rappers out there now that they're straight blowing up just straight through YouTube, man. They got
Yeah.
40, 60 million views. I mean, and no radio.
Of course.
So the outlets that people got today would have been amazing for all of us right here back in the days. I mean, but
Well, you know, let's just be honest. You know, people get mad at me every time I bring it up, and I don't know why they do, because my question to them is, what did I say that's not true? This generation has it easy.
Well, way too easy, bro. Like,
You know, again, what am I saying that's not true? Most people say, Tony, you're just a hater. I can't even speak truth anymore to some of these idiots because you're just hating. I mean, if I say, you know what, I don't like that black shirt, you know, am I hating or I just
don't like it.
That's it, you know. But this generation has, you know, we didn't have social media during that time. I think was it MySpace and YouTube came out around 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. But
it wasn't that crazy though. Still, I mean,
yeah,
Right.
It was not like it was
it's not like YouTube.
promote-
Like YouTube, has
Right.
millions and
like, they
millions
were-
of people every
They
day.
couldn't just click and see what the fuck you were doing. Like back, you know, I mean, back in the day.
you had to have your own website.
Yeah.
And then promote that website.
promote it.
So hopefully people can click onto it so that people know that it
now it's
exists.
backwards.
Yeah.
Now you don't need networking or promotion, right? You get YouTube
Yeah.
and you start blowing up through YouTube or whatever other
Instagram.
social media, and it does the networking for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is a little easier. I'm not taking nothing from nobody nowadays.
Right.
I mean, all I'm saying is, if we had the outlets that
Right.
that everybody has right now, it could have been a
been
different
crazy.
story. You know what I mean?
It's true. It could have been a different
we
story.
would have been
Yeah, but
in Mars.
and then all this started kicking off, and we're over here kicking it. I mean, we didn't start our social medias till like recently, like a year or two back, and we're not on top of it like all these other youngsters because me personally, I'm at my own business, dude. I mean, so it's a little hard for me to get out of that shell and promote and take pictures of yourself, and I'm right here and I'm over there. It's like it's a little hard. I do it here and there.
We try to do it, but when you become a grown up, you start focusing on a lot of different things, like your family,
Of course.
your job or whatever you got to do. But kids that don't have shit to do, they have all fucking day to be fucking doing dumb shit and putting up,
Right.
Well, look, that's what they do nowadays. Whether we
But we're
like
not knocking it, though.
or not. I mean, that's
It's just the way it is now.
See, but even speaking on it right there, somebody will get offended.
Yeah. No, you
Wow.
know what? Me, like he said, I'd rather concentrate, on the fan bam, but just concentrate on our music. We ain't got nobody telling us what type of music we should do. We're doing the music that we want to do. We went back to our roots, man. Like, we're doing straight Spanish hip hop, the hard shit. We might lose some people that just like that pop shit that we used to do.
Right.
And that's fine. I'm not sad about it. We might gain some other people. You want to listen to our stuff, listen to it. There's millions of artists out there that, you know, if you don't like our stuff, go for it, go all out, just whatever you like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just like I listen to the stuff that I like. I listen to stuff that this guy doesn't like, and he listens to stuff that I don't like. You know what I mean? But that's his
My
taste. You know what I mean? That's his cup of tea, and I got my own cup of tea. Same thing with our music.
So now on this album, you guys travel. I take it your sister's rolling with you guys, and
Yeah.
she's all singing. Okay, now after this album, let's just say you guys write it out for at least a good year.
I was close to 2 years, man.
Okay.
Man, it was
Okay,
popular for a long time.
now think about this. Today, we have a generation.
I know where you're going.
Single EP, single
Yeah.
EP, single.
No more
I know a
albums.
guy that dropped like 4 EPs, bro, in like 6 months, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's because I think what it is nowadays is like
Technology.
videos.
And technology, too.
Yeah.
It's like do one video and let it go. See how many views it gets, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, and I see what you're saying. But like I said, if that's what they want to do, then that's
Right.
what they want to do. I mean, we're still old school. We're old school. We're dropping this new album that's coming out, working on the next album and doing collabos, and we're just having fun, dude.
Right.
You know, if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, hey, we're doing what we love, man.
right,
Yeah, we can't live without music.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so a message to all you kids: do what you love. Don't do what people are telling you what to do. You do what what you feel.
Yeah.
And that's how it is.
So this goes on for about 2 years. In between, you guys are traveling. Are you guys working on a second album?
Okay, so this is where all the great madness starts, right? So we're working on the second album, and that album's gonna be called Ciudad de Velas, City of Candles, and we got collabos with all kinds of, people that used to roll with us from the beginning, and people that we met like
the first album, we only had like one collabo, right? It was like
Abusivo,
and that's it, right?
yeah.
But the next album, we went crazy. We're like, okay,
We wanted to do like a crew,
Okay.
right? So we were seeing everything that was going on with reggaeton, right? So those are other cats that I can't take nothing away from what they did. They did actually the shit that we would never do with our own Raza,
as Chicano rappers.
right?
Yeah.
What did they do? They helped each other out. They here comes Daddy Yankee, here comes Don Omar, here comes Tego. What are they doing? Jumping on songs together. What they do? They blew up a fucking gender that never existed. We were fucking close, but what were we doing? Hating on each other. Instead of saying, hey, let's drop this fucking ego shit and let's get fucking right back in the studio and let's get it popping. So we tried doing that. The fools that we ended up meeting, the people that we were cool with from the beginning, was Abusivo, and we started our own little cipher and we started working with each other. And that second album, we had a lot of collabos. We're like, you know what, we're gonna try to get this shit started.
Yeah.
And so we did this album. So what we did, Sony was like, that's one thing that they, before the merger and all that, one thing that they did do was give us fucking creative freedom.
Yeah.
All right? And they realized, like, shit, we gave them too much freedom. I mean, we came back at them with an album that was like
Off the fucking wall.
off the fucking wall. Like, because we said, let's take what we're doing and we're going to take it to the next fucking level. So we were mixing fucking guitars with fucking live instruments, with hip hop. It was still hip hop, but different.
Right.
We played them the album and they were like, this is fucking great. It's incredible. But we don't know what to do with it. Right? So at the time, here comes reggaeton's blowing up. You got this label and this one guy at Universal that says, I could make this shit work. I think this guy had a big part, and he probably doesn't get credit enough, but he had a big part on helping reggaeton blow up. And this fool was Gus Lopez that started Machete Records. And that guy and other people from Universal, even though we were signed to Sony, man, they were trying so damn hard to get us.
Right.
And we knew that if we went there, because they knew how to work the streets better. They got street people fucking working and doing the promoting and all the marketing, everything. So we were trying, but Sony was like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? And
Give us a fucking radio hit.
so that second
That's
album.
what they wanted,
Yeah.
of course.
That second album, it took us like, from us doing shows and everything, it took us like almost a year and a half to fucking do it. We did like 30 fucking songs, man. Put the album together, and they just kind of shelved it. And here comes other people from BMG that got promoted and shit like that. And they're like, look, we want to give this a try again. And then we ended up doing the third album, but technically, it was the third album, but it ended up being the second album.
Yeah.
Because the City of Candles just, it got shelved.
Yeah.
Right?
So it never came out then.
No. It
Okay.
came out afterwards. That's after.
Okay.
So we did what we call the second album, and it did like pretty miserable, dude. Like sales, even though the album was good. It was good enough for us to get a fucking nomination for a Grammy, right?
But the sales were not. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that was you fucking.
Yeah.
It was mind-boggling.
Wow.
But somehow, you know, to get a Grammy nomination, you know what it is, right? It's all people in the industry that are fucking voting, and then that's how they start with hundreds of fucking albums, and they start
Narrowing down everybody.
it down, and they start doing that, and somehow somebody submitted our album, and somehow we got that nod.
Nomination.
I mean,
And with Acquit.
yeah.
Okay.
So we go there, we see them, and you know, it was a good time, and so that at least something good came out of that album. You know what I mean? And then after that, we didn't like the direction that they wanted us to go, and so I went over there and I asked for our release, and they were like, you know what, it's cool. You know, we're kind of feeling the same thing. But then by that time, I had another meeting with Universal. We could have signed to Universal, but so much shit happened with us too. I mean, it's like a marriage, dude, because we know each other for a long fucking time, so you have your ups and downs, right? So at that time, it's like we weren't really clicking no more.
Right.
And we were trying to get Vine signed over there as a solo artist to hit regional Mexican. But the truth was that they were more interested in La Sinfonia, I mean?
As a whole.
As a whole.
Okay.
They wanted to
Now
rap.
you did the first album, came out. Your sister was on it. The second one came out, which is really the third one. Okay. Was she on
Yeah,
that one?
Yeah.
she was on all three of them.
Okay, all three of them.
Yeah.
For the fans that have been asking, how did the departure happen with your sister in the group?
Well, basically, she didn't depart. The thing is, it's just, you know, people. If you ever go through this music industry, you'll see that it's not like what it seems. You know, everybody thinks it's like you know,
All gravy.
all gravy, but it's a fucking struggle.
Yeah.
Even though you're fucking signed, you know, some people get disappointed. They get sad. They're like, dude, this is it. Like this is what is, you know.
Like all these years that you put
Yeah,
into
you put
it.
in for a label to be fucking, you know, controlling your destiny and your music. So, you know, I guess she just didn't want to do it no more.
Yeah, that was it.
I mean, but she likes the music. She likes to sing and all that. She's still doing her thing, but she's just doing her own thing, and now we're doing our own thing. And
Yeah,
you know,
and then all this happened too because we took a long break, man. Everybody just doing life, know what I mean? And then me and him got together and said, you know what? I miss it, he misses it. Let's just do our thing, and then
yeah, let's just do some fucking hip hop. That's it.
whether it blows up or not, it's not our concern. Our concern is that we're just doing what we love to do, man.
Okay. So by the third album, you asked for your release, and they let you guys go.
Hey, let us go.
What's the next step for La Sinfonia?
I think that's where we kind of stopped, huh?
Yeah. But you know what's funny that actually when we got our release from Sony, so we were like off Sony, right? So and that was like a week after when they called us. That
Yeah, a couple weeks.
we were like off Sony, and then they called us. Hey, guess what, guys?
I'm the president.
You guys got nominated for a Grammy. And we're
And
like,
we're like, what the fuck?
I'm like, what?
They tripped us out.
All right, bye.
All right, thanks.
No, they're like, can we send an A&R with you guys? I'm like, fuck you guys, dude.
No
Like,
shit.
motherfuckers, you're not with us no more. We're La Sinfonia now by ourselves.
Wow.
So we were doing music here and there, but we were really like motivated, you know, because all the shit that had happened to us, and And it took a couple years, dude. I mean, to me, you know, age is just a fucking number. I mean, just listen to the music. That's all I could say. Just listen to it. If you like it, bump it. But
for the fans that may be asking, did you guys ever release any solo projects?
no, we were doing collabos here and there. And I mean,
Okay.
or like we'll do like a single here and there, but it wasn't like we were pushing it crazy. And then we just started working, and we started working on this new album. This album, like, dude, we started this like 3 years ago, dude.
Really?
Yeah. But it's just shit would happen. And then this fucking COVID shit happens. And we're like, you know what? Let's fucking hold on. It was a year and a half that passes by. And then we just say, okay, it looks like this is the fucking time to do it. So we had already done 3 videos to singles that are in this album right here. And the first video that we released for this album was a year ago. I mean, and we're just gonna release the album. We're already working on, like I said, other collabos, and we started working on the next album.
Right. Okay. So on this album, it's getting ready to be released, you said?
Yeah.
How many songs can we expect on it?
10.
10 songs. And it's La Sinfonia otra vez, same thing?
La Sinfonia, but it's just straight Arsenal Seis, just straight hip hop.
Okay.
Straight rap.
So don't be sad if you don't hear my sister. So
Yeah. Now we went back to our roots, man. It's just we went back to that hip hop, back to those sample
and
beats.
then not only
and all
that, whenever we need somebody to sing, we just sing ourselves because we both could sing.
Okay.
So I mean,
we don't sing like Vane, but
we don't sing that good, but we're trying, you know.
Okay. On this album, you guys have any features?
Yeah,
we do. We got the homie Kiki Smooth
Okay.
on a track. The homie Bobby Castro, Zapata Ghost, Don Abusivo, the homies.
I mean, he's
there.
always been there for since day one.
Who else?
Zapata the Ghost was here. Kiki was here.
Everybody that was here. Hey, shout out to all of you guys, man. Thank you guys for
and then we had some production from John Henry, Be Ready. We did some production too.
Okay. Now, since I'm a producer, what do you guys use now today to produce?
Right now I'm all sad.
You're all sad.
I don't got shit.
He doesn't know shit.
So my goal right now is to get, this guy keeps trying to convince me to get that MPC fucking live thing, but I think I'm just going to stick to what I know, and I'm going to give me that MPC 2000 again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I thought I could use the MPC, and we could switch.
Okay.
But we use Cubase though.
We use Cubase. I use Cube. I mix it up. Say like if I come up with the drums, I just do it with an MP, and then if I have to play with the keys, I'll play without Cubase. So I just mix it up. So I mean, it's just a combination.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you first. If you had a bucket list of an artist that you can work with, I'm gonna give you 3 artists. It could be somebody past or somebody present. It could be anybody, whether they're deceased or not. 3 artists that you can work with and put on this record. Who would they be?
Producers or rappers?
No,
or just
or
art?
singers.
It doesn't
Rappers
matter.
or singers, and you could put features on this album. 3 of them.
Wow, the first one will be DJ Premier
Okay.
as one beat,
Okay.
and then as a rapper, I'll go with Snoop.
Okay.
One of them, and as somebody that's passed away, I'll probably put Biggie.
Okay. Biggie.
Wait.
No. I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go with Tupac, and then I'm gonna go with Prodigy for Mobb Deep,
Yeah.
Tupac, Prodigy.
and then Pusha T.
Okay.
Push.
Yeah. I had, here's mine.
Here we go.
Now, even though it'll just be some straight hip hop shit that I would do.
Yeah.
As weird as this may sound, I would have a feature on there with Bob Marley. Okay. Second, I would have a feature on there, believe it or not, with Juan Gabriel.
Damn.
Okay. And this one was a tough one. Let me see. Because I want to make sure I get it right. Marvin Gaye.
Oh shit! I see when you went.
Yeah, you went with
singing.
You went a different.
I told you.
Now I'm thinking about it. So now I feel different. I'm like, oh shit.
See, I told you,
I have
any
Prodigy.
artist.
I have Prodigy. But
No, you think? I like that list.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
See, you should have said it. Be like, let's do it doesn't matter if it's hip hop or it's any genre.
I said any artist.
He said any though.
Yeah. Okay. You got me there.
So,
But there's a lot of artists that I would love to work with, and yeah.
okay, top 5. No, let me just say top 3. You go first. No, you go first.
Wow.
Spanish rappers. When I say Spanish rappers, it could be Chicano, Raza, whatever. But they can rap flow in fucking Spanish, bro. Top 3.
Besides me?
Of course.
I
Besides
better be in that motherfucker, bro. I better be there.
Let me see. Yeah, he's one.
Really?
Does that count?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Arsenal. There's this cat right now, Aleman. He sounds pretty dope too for Mexico. And who else could I say? You know what? Pato from Control Machete.
Okay.
Oh shit, I'm not really good with this shit, so. Yeah, so since he picked me, I have to pick him too. So, yeah, because he is one of my favorites. So I mean,
Okay.
because I record him all the time. So I say this fool. Let me see. I gotta say, damn.
You put us on the spot, man.
I mean, fuck. Shit, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna say this shit because.
Why?
Is it
Somebody might get offended or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, probably. Well, people that I like currently right now, I'll just say that. I like Bobby be killing in Spanish. So I like him. I like him a lot.
Bobby
Castro.
Castro.
Okay.
And then he's dope as a fuck. And then let me see who else. And then like he's like a singer type of rapper, but that fool from Mexico, what's his name? Santa Fe Clan or something like that. He
I think I know what you're talking
Santa
about.
Grifa, I think.
well, I don't know, Santa Fe Clan, but
Santa Fe
it's
Clan.
just that he has a different type of style, so I kind of like, he's not a rapper, but he's like a singer type of thing. He's like
What he's doing now.
Yeah, I like what he's doing now, but they're not my top thing.
Okay.
I mean, I just think I'm the best.
This fool.
I can't come up with 3, but I'll come up with 2. To me, my opinion, like that was your guys' opinion.
Yeah.
The best Spanish rapper so far, and I have yet to hear anybody top him, is Sinful. That's just me. Sinful from the Mexicans. And then I like Duende from Las Vegas.
Okay.
Duende's really, really good. I like Duende. But that's just my
And the
opinion.
third
No,
one?
well,
What's
we-
the third one?
I don't have a third
Wow,
one.
come on, we did 2.
See, look, you know what? I don't want to. I just want to say, you know, everybody that raps Spanish and helping up the genre, I just give them props, and it could be Sinful, you know, anybody.
Right.
They're,
Yeah.
To us,
Just
they're
put in the work,
fucking.
put in
They're
the work.
They're our fucking peers, you know.
Okay. Now, let me ask you guys this. Here's the $1 million question. Do you guys consider yourself Chicano rappers?
Well, I am a Chicano.
Well, we're Chicanos.
Okay.
Straight pochos.
Now, did Universal or Sony ever put you in the Chicano rap genre?
No.
So you guys are not Chicano rappers.
Yeah. Well, okay. If you the genre.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're not.
Nah, because you know what? They came up with their own shit.
Yeah,
Actually, Univision came up with their new own shit and put Acquid as a regional urbano, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And when we heard that, no offense to Acquid or whatever, but me and him were like, nah, this is rap en español
Yeah.
or fucking hip hop en español.
Yeah.
We're
either
not
or.
fucking regional.
Right.
We're not regional.
But they were trying to keep it corporate.
Yeah, they try to label us, so as soon as
I think the main thing why they did it was because the only radio stations that were playing this kind of music, for the most part, were all regional Mexican. So they wanted to label.
Now, but in a sense, isn't that kind of smart in a sense? Because let's just say that I'm part of 106, and just hypothetically, and I'm the guy in charge playing Spanish rap, okay? Am I more inclined to play regional, hip-hop or Chicano rap?
regional.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I always ask these artists, is it a good thing to be called or to be under the umbrella of Chicano rap? Because it does have a ceiling, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I think I would say I feel like I'm gonna go here because it might be a little bit easier to explain because you brought it up. It's all these Latino actors, they're all labeled, right? In Hollywood. Well, it's the same shit. Like, yeah, it does get under my skin when when they fucking label you. I mean,
Of course.
and you know, like, you're different.
Yes.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying, and I see where you're coming from. And yeah, I disagree with that shit.
Yeah.
I disagree with people labeling you, you know what I mean? Because like he said, like, we would get pissed off. We're like, and no offense to Chicano rappers, there is just by hearing the music, there's a difference. I'm not saying that we're better or that you guys are better. I'm just saying there's a difference.
No, you guys are just
different
different.
sound. Different sound.
It's a different sound. It's, / genre that I don't believe needs to be considered, they're Chicano, so it's Chicano rap. No, it's not. It's not. It's sad that everybody who's a raza that comes out either singing or rapping, that they just throw them under is Chicano rap.
Yeah.
That's wrong, because your music doesn't sound like Chicano rap, even though you guys are Chicanos. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
So
No,
I kind of don't blame the label for doing that, because maybe they were saying these radio stations will be more inclined to play if it was named something regional than just Chicano rap. So
It's because, look, in most of these labels, you got people that are not from the streets.
not at all.
So
Not at all.
that's the number one problem.
So
right there.
they're coming up with the name. Like, it's not like,
Of course.
it's not like like they're like getting people from the street, like, hey, what do you think it should be called? Like, they're more like, what do you guys think?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's just people that have
urban.
It's just
Right.
people dictating shit that has no clue of the history of it.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, so 2021, once again, let's give a quick recap. We got a couple of more minutes. What can people expect from La Sinfonia?
well, right now, give it a couple days. They'll be able to listen to La Sinfonia's new album called Es Tiempo de Acción, Time for Some Action. It'll be another outlet, Spotify, Pandora, all that.
Okay.
They could go check us out right now on our YouTube channel, La Sinfonia Arsenal y Seis. You guys could check out the 3 new videos that we did to this album. Go check out the song we did with Kiki Smooth called Amigos. And we got some more collabs coming out.
Okay.
And we're working on some new music from us. And we're starting a label with the Little Kickos, which is our sons. And so some other kids and, some girl that, we got some good talent coming.
So basically, our kids, they're already older, like they're old. So our label is like, basically we're just gonna.
We'll be doing the production on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much leading and guiding them through this industry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
as best we can.
okay. So your YouTube is La Sinfonia?
La Sinfonía Arsenal y Seis.
And then go follow us on IG, La Sinfonia.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, both of you guys' IGs were on the screen. And if you didn't see it on the screen, which it was, on the description, once the video was posted, people can go into the description and click from there.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead and follow us, man. There's plenty of new music.
Is there a website, any type of merch or anything?
Right now we haven't built the website, but
Yeah, we're barely putting everything together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so just follow us and we'll keep you guys posted. We'll be releasing stuff as we get it done. And you'll see plenty of other stuff. We got some collabs coming too with guys from Mexico too.
What about shows? If somebody wanted to book you guys for shows, who would they contact?
just hit
us up.
me up on the La
DM
Sinfonia.
us.
Yeah.
DM us on
Send us a
IG.
DM on IG.
Okay.
We hit up. We answer our DM.
Okay. Other than that, shout out starting with you.
Shout outs to the homie that got us here, Kiki Smooth. The brother from another mother. We'll be doing a lot of collabs with him.
Okay.
Then shout out to all the homies that gave us a hand on the album. Bobby Castro, Ghost, John Henry, Awosivo. Am I missing somebody?
I don't know. Well, shout out to
The homie Malo right
Malo,
here. He's
yeah.
always been here
Okay.
through the good and
also
through the
shout out
bad.
to Zapata, to Kiki Smooth, to Bobby, everybody that helped us out. John Henry, we're forgetting John. Be Ready.
Be ready.
Yeah, so that's it.
A shout out to everybody that's in the crew.
Somebody that's shooting our videos that's important to us.
Oh, yeah.
it's, Extract Films. Big
Mal
O.
hablado.
Shout out to Big O.
All good. Other than that, I want to give a shout out to La Sinfonia once again for giving me the honor and the pleasure to interview them. I wish you guys much love, much success to you guys in the future. And also, I want to give a shout out. I know him as Skinny. So I've been knowing skating since the early 90s. Yeah, through
This guy.
I met him through Browntown. If you guys know Big Citric, Shotgun, Clear. I met him
Shout out to
through him.
Big Citric too, man.
Yes. So
Sick
yeah.
trick.
So yeah. So other than
And,
that,
can I say something?
Go for it, go
You know
for
what? I want to thank Tony A for giving us the opportunity to come here. This guy's a motherfucking legend, and if you guys
Yep.
don't know who he is, look him up.
thank you, brother. Thank you. Let me give a shout out to my boy Alex Cervantes Enterprise. If you guys got a hoopty that needs fixing, there's not a problem that he can't fix because he can do it in the mix. So once again, hit him up, Alex Cervantes Enterprise on 81 Cervantes Enterprise on Instagram. My son B Scallons for helping me promote this. So once again, Anthony, the Hip Hop Jedi. Once again, much love, everybody. 200th episode on Sunday, Friday, Freaky Tales. Don't forget, okay, and I will be going live soon, eventually with Dining with the Wizard. But Sunday, 200th episode. Once again, we're out of here. Once again, La Sinfonia in the motherfucking building. We're out. You guys have a blessed night. We out of here.